Hi friends, it's me Kira. It's been a while since I last shared about the topic what's on my iPhone, and if I'm not mistaken, it was like 3 years ago. So, since I've just changed to the new iPhone 16 Plus, let me share with you guys what's on my iPhone in 2024. Alright, let's start the main content. First, about my new phone, this is the iPhone 16 Plus in teal color. Previously, I used the iPhone 15 Pro, but I found the battery of the 15 Pro quite weak compared to my needs. In addition, I could not take the full advantage of the Pro features of this phone, so I was thinking about switching to the regular one, but the Plus version. This year, Apple launched a very beautiful new color called teal. I fell in love with it at the first sight, so I decided to switch to the iPhone 16 Plus, and this will be my main phone. Talking about the accessories for the iPhone, right now I only use the most invisible tripod stand, which is attached to the back of the phone via MagSafe. I have an original Apple silicone case. This green color is also nice, but because the teal color is already beautiful, I decided not to use the case, at least at the present time. About the iPhone wallpaper, this is the one I bought from Buy to Review on the Kiroku Studio page. It is very beautiful and can be used for both iPad and MacBook. And this green wallpaper is quite fit for the teal color of the iPhone. I will leave the wallpaper link below the description. This is the home screen of my iPhone. In the past, I only arranged the applications in 2 horizontal rows at the top to let the screen look minimal. But since the iPhone has an additional utility called Widget, I decided to use 2 more rows, a total of 4, and we try to arrange the app icons and widgets so that they are neat and eye-catching. I also choose to display the app icons in large mode and without the text at the bottom. This is a new feature on iOS 18. To customize it, I will hold my finger on the screen for about 1 second, choose Edit in the upper left corner, click on Customize, and here the small will be the default display and large will only have an icon image. However, with this mode, the folder name will also be lost. I remember all the locations of the applications in the folder, but I will leave the default display mode as icon and text so that you guys can follow easily. Now, let's start with the first page. Here, there are some basic applications and utilities available on iPhone. At the top, there are 2 widgets, Weather and Calendar. This is Apple's default calendar, not the calendar of another app. There are 2 reasons why I choose to display the Apple Calendar widget. Firstly, I recently decided to use the Reminder app on iOS as the default to-do list app, and it will sync to my Apple Calendar. And the second, because this calendar can display the lunar calendar. To turn on the lunar calendar, I will go to Settings, select Calendar, go to the Alternate Calendars section and select Chinese. However, this calendar will be displayed in Chinese characters, not numbers. So if you want to read the lunar calendar on iPhone, you can learn a little Chinese characters. Below here are the default applications such as Photos, Camera, Safari Browser, Apple Folder, and Google Folder. In the Google folder, I have Google Calendar, which is also a scheduling app that I often use. In general, Google Calendar will be where I create time blocks for each task and activity every day, including the time to do my morning routine, lunchtime, nap time. Google Calendar will be more about tracking and managing time, while Apple Calendar will be used to see the dates, the events, and also check my daily to-do list. In the default dock below, I have 4 applications including Phone, Messages, Spotify, and a timer tracking application called Forest. In Spotify, I mainly listen to music, like for example K-pop, J-pop, or anime music. And as for the podcast, I actually often listen to the podcast channel on YouTube so that I can listen and watch how the podcast conversation goes. About the Forest application, this is a timer app that helps me focus on studying and working effectively. You choose a type of tree you want to plant, choose the appropriate time frame, and then press the plant button to plant the tree. Usually, I will choose a time frame of 25 minutes, equivalent to a Pomodoro session, or it can be longer, like 15 minutes for example. The good thing about this application is that it will save the timer information and displayed it in the form of a statistical chart, helping me know how long I have focused today, this week, this month, and what work I spend most of that focus time on. It can be said that this is one of my favorite applications that has contributed to changing my working style, helping me build discipline and high concentration when studying and working. Let's move on to the second page. This is where I put some essential applications that I use regularly, almost every day. But before that, let me share with you about two widgets on this page. The first widget is a to-do list application called Reminder. In the past, I used to use different to-do list apps such as Minimalist, Todoist, or recently Waterdo. However, after discovering some useful features of Reminder, I deleted all other to-do list applications to switch to this app. In addition to being able to create multiple lists by categories such as personal, work, study, Reminder also has a widget on the MacBook screen. This is also a plus point because I find that I work on my computer more often, so it would be better if I could find a to-do list application that has a widget that can be displayed on both my phone and my laptop. The second widget is Arc Search. This is a browser application with many interesting and useful features. For example, instead of searching for information in the usual way with Google, I can use the Browse For Me feature. At this time, Arc will synthesize the search information and display it into a summary article with all the main ideas. Or, with the pinching action, the application will also summarize the main information on the website that you are visiting. There are also many useful features related to AI. You can download this app to explore more. Now, let's take a look at my 8 favorite apps here. First is Stoic, a guided daily journaling app. Every day, Stoic will suggest that I write a journal in the morning as well as in the evening. In the morning, the app will ask me how my sleep was last night, what I need to focus on today, and then, in the evening, Stoic will ask me how I feel today, suggest that I write a journal looking back onto the day. Besides the usual journaling activity, the app also has a journal section on different topics. There will be suggested questions helping me to develop ideas and to organize my thoughts more coherently. In addition to the journal section, the app also has meditation and breathing exercises. In general, this is a very useful application for those who want to create a habit of writing a journal. Next is Tide. This is an application with many features including time tracking, sleep tracking, and meditation. This is the first app I used when I first started meditating 6 years ago. In it, there are short meditations lasting for only 5 to 10 minutes on topics such as focusing on breathing, body scanning, visualization, etc. Besides, I often use this app to schedule naps and turn on natural sound to relax, such as the sound of rain, the sound of stream. Personally, I find Tide an application that provides many useful features even when I use the free version. This is Notion, an all-in-one app that helps me take notes, organize, and manage my work as well as some aspects of my personal life. For example, in my Notion, there are currently several folders such as the monthly plan section, the book library section, where I store information about the books that I have read and are reading, including summaries and book reviews. Or, with the work of coming up ideas and content for YouTube, I also manage everything on Notion. Actually, I use Notion more on my computer, and on my phone, I mainly use it to check my work list, to review the script for the videos, and use it whenever I don't have a laptop. I used to make a series of videos on how to use Notion for beginners, so you can refer to the description below. Next to Notion is the MoneyNote application, which is an app to track and manage expenses. I find this app's interface very friendly, cute, and also very easy to use. After shopping or spending something, I will take notes right in the expense section, and when I have income, I will also take notes in the income section. I can track my monthly spending schedule through the calendar, grabs the spending status thanks to the pie chart statistics feature, helping me to be more aware of my spending. I put Apple Notes here because I find this a convenient note-taking application. Usually, I will use the Apple Notes to take notes or write down a few ideas or captions for articles. As for the outline and script for the video, I usually write it down on Notion so that I can easily manage it along with the work items. Next is the fitness app called Strong. This is the app that tracks my daily gym schedule. Every time I go to the gym, I will turn on this app, choose a set of exercises for the muscle group that I want to train that day, and after each set, I will monitor and press the finish button, as well as to change some parameters related to reps or the weight level. Personally, I think that tracking my training process through the app is also a way to help me maintain regular gym attendance, as well as helping me realize the small daily progress. Anyone who goes to the gym can consider using this app. This is the My Mind app, an application that stores and organizes small notes, websites, articles that you want to read again, or interesting photos and quotes that you see while searching for information. I can save it to the My Mind app by choosing to share it to this app. Then I can continue searching, reading other information, and a little later or at the end of the day, I will open this app and review the information and articles that I have saved here. I can also arrange and put them into a different space so that it will be easier to search for more necessary information later. You can download and try this app with me. And finally, a sleep cycle. This is a sleep tracking application with many features and utilities to help improve your sleep. For example, the app will use the phone's microphone to listen to the sound of your sleep, thereby evaluating the sleep stage so that the app will wake you up at the suitable time instead of setting an alarm at the specific time. Creating a habit of tracking sleep every night may not make me go to bed as early as I want, but at least it helps me pay more attention to sleep. And since using this app, I have a small joy every morning, which is to check if I snort loudly or talk in my sleep last night. Now, let's go to the page 3, where I arranged some applications according to the different topics and content. At the top, I have a widget bar of the English vocabulary learning application called Vocabulary. Every day, I will open the app and learn 3 to 4 new words depending on the topic. For example, I'm currently learning vocabulary related to the topic of society. In general, this is a pretty good vocabulary learning app, and there's a widget on the home screen so that I have the opportunity to come into contact with new English words. The first folder is the social media folder, including Zello, Facebook Messenger, and Instagram. I don't use Facebook, TikTok, or Threads on my phone. I only download it when necessary and delete it immediately after using it. And even with Instagram, I will try to limit the frequency of access by using an application called OneSec. This is an app that will help me minimize the unconscious use of social media. I will set up a prompt that when Instagram is opened, the OneSec app will appear with a reminder to take a deep breath and think about whether I really need to go to Instagram right now. Since using the OneSec app, I have realized that there are many times when I open Instagram unconsciously without knowing it before. In the Watch folder, there are apps like Netflix, YouTube, or K+, where I watch the English Premier League matches on the weekend. The Finance folder includes a few banking apps that I use like Techcombank, VP Bank, or the Momo Wallet. In the Study folder, I currently have 3 main apps. The first is the Migi JLPT. This is a Japanese proficiency test review app. Although I have passed N1, which is the highest in JLPT, I want to maintain my knowledge, and so that's why I leave the app here to occasionally do a test to review. This is Prep, an English learning application. I'm planning to take the IELTS test next summer, and I'm currently studying with the video lectures on Prep, as well as using the virtual speaking room feature AI to practice speaking. And this is Anki, a vocabulary learning application that applies the effective memorization technique called spaced repetition. I'm creating a habit of learning a few more English words every day through the Anki app. Below, I will have photos such as read, including reading English news on the Smart News app, reading Vietnamese news on the VN Express app, and reading books on the Kindle app. In the music folder, I have Shazam, an application that helps identify songs, then YouTube Music and SoundCloud, but actually Spotify is still the app I use the most to listen to the music. The vlog folder contains some applications related to video editing. First is CapCut. Although I use Adobe Premiere Pro on my computer 99% of the time, I still need to quickly edit a few videos on my phone, so I still use the CapCut. X-App is an application specifically for those who use Fujifilm cameras. Through this app, I can connect Bluetooth to my Fujifilm X-S20 to transfer photos directly to my phone, as well as remotely control the camera with my iPhone. And the Canva application is where I design some images related to content on YouTube or in Instagram. Finally, the games folder. Here is the game Solo Leveling, which is my favorite game that I play regularly. And with the A18 chip, the game runs quite smoothly even when setting to the high configuration mode. In addition to Solo Leveling, I also play Soccer Manager and Diagain. This is like a Mario-like game but very trolling game, suitable for you to play with friends. Moreover, in my application library, there will be few other applications that I occasionally use, for example, Business Suite, an app to manage fan page on Facebook, Locket, I only use this with my fiancé, or NordVPN, an application that can change the connection to help me access some foreign websites, as well as some few apps that are rarely used but still necessary sometimes, for example, Grab, Shopee, and some point-earning apps like Muji or Uniqlo. And when I need to use these apps, I will swipe down to find them and will not arrange them to display on my main screen. And that's all what I have on my iPhone. Hopefully, you can find interesting and useful applications for yourself, helping to optimize your life as well as to use your phone more consciously. So, see you all in the next vlogs. Bye!